Happy Monday and welcome back to SBAA Nation. My name is Keith, aka Keystone. Hope you all had a big weekend. It probably was better than what I did. Now, UFC, I was live at the event. I had a great freaking time, guys, but it was literally the worst betting card of the entire fiscal year. And it wasn't even close. I made a few mistakes, 100%, but I probably asked 100 guys walking out of that arena, "Hey, do you have any parlays tonight?" They all said no. Just one of those events. Some unfortunate things. Like I mentioned, I definitely made some mistakes. It is what it is. We got to move on. And I'll tell you what, I'm excited about the next couple events coming up, and we've been really hot on MLB. So I'm going to focus on the positives. We did hit this slip. I only had like 2 plays yesterday. This was the only one of significance. So it was nice to instantly just bounce back from Saturday's rough outing. This was one of the few plays that we hit. Now this fight down here ended up, I think it ended up getting a no contest. It was a very strange. There's a lot of people talking about this one. If you'd have to go watch the replay, I mean, you guys can tell me what you think. It was just kind of strange. This was also a strange fight where you had accidental contact, you had a headbutt. I figured if this guy was going to win, it was going to be by a finish. I knew one of these guys was going to get finished, but there was an accidental headbutt. Ended up, they called it a decision. Basically, it was kind of weird. So yeah, we got our money back on that one. And then this main event really was the difference between drawing about even. I really thought Buckley was going to win this fight. He looked absolutely terrible. Could not get up off the ground once he was taken down. You got to give a lot of credit to the old man Usman. He looked really good. Under 4.5 rounds, if that would have hit, this would have been paid a lot of money to us back. It was the same thing with this one right here. This was my 2 points, whatever it was, 2.4 unit bet. These guys just looked terrible. It's just that simple. Sometimes you miss. This was a quarter unit bet that this would have paid really, really nice back too for us. So, we were right there. If the main event would have went, if Buckley would have won, if he would have got a finish, would have been a solid freaking night. So anyways, wanted to let you guys know, if you come over here to winnable.com, there is a link below. If you're not on my free plan yet, you should 100% sign up. It's absolutely free. But I have the week pass or the month pass, your choice, only 5 slots, guys. These are going to go quick. And all you got to do is type in promo code Monday, and it's literally going to take 75% off, limiting it to 5 at this price. So go sign up. We got a ton of freaking Monday action. I got a couple plays for you guys. I have 3 hit parlays total today, and I'm going to give you guys this one for free. It's my favorite one. So the first guy, we're going to take Gunnar Henderson. He's on the road today down in Tampa Bay. Now, there's some good looking weather here. I was looking at all kinds of plays today. It's a smaller slate, but I don't mind it because you're getting some good weather up here in these 2 games. And Steinbrenner Field, I got a feeling about some lefties today in this park. So I do like Gunnar to get a hit here. He is kind of on a roll. So he's had a hit and at least 5 come back even a little farther in that last 10. You're looking at 9 out of 10, couple multi-hit games. Enter Ryan Pepio, I think is how you pronounce it. Now, Gunnar's faced this pitcher, this righty, 6 total times. He has 2 hits. So pretty solid there. Gunnar on the season, you can see here against right-handed pitching, he's batting much better than he does against left. All the numbers check out. Batting average, balls in play, hard hit percentage. This is an absolutely elite weighted runs created number right here, 165. And not to mention, he's just hot. Now, the one downside, I suppose, is that Ryan is actually pitching a lot better this season to lefties than he is righties. But I got a feeling about the lefties today. This is a very inconsistent pitcher. The weather is going to be good down there in Steinbrenner Field today. The Yankees, I guess you could call it practice field, whatever. And Gunnar has a 1 hit at least in 14 of his last 18 games on the road. You like to see that. There's just a lot of things that I really like him today. I think he's got a good shot to get that 5th plate appearance being on the road. So that's going to be your first play. Our second guy we're going to take in this hit parlay. I believe this paid out like negative 120-ish, somewhere in that range when you pair them together. We're going to take Alec Bohm. Now, we had him on Saturday. In the play I gave you guys on Underdog, Xavier Edwards ended up voiding, so that whole play voided. We got our money back. And then on the home run play, we got Acuna, but the other guy, I can't remember who it was, to be honest. He did not get it done. I think it was Kyle Schwarber, actually. Yeah. So Schwarber did not get it done. So we won 1 of 2, lost our money on that, but small wager. Anyways, so I do like Bohm today. Last 5 games been pretty hot. Several multi-hit games. He is also on the road today down here in Miami. Let's change this to, yeah, so we got this at 1. If we take it back a little farther, still pretty hot, 70% hit rate. He's had a couple misses, but I like this in the last 5 right here, 100%. And then if we look at who he's facing today, he's facing, former Cy Young winner, I believe, Sandy Alcantara. Now, Sandy has been good in his last 2 starts, but competition matters. It's literally been against the Rockies and the Pirates, 2 of probably the worst offenses in Major League Baseball. The Phillies, even without Bryce Harper, I mean, I still think this is an upgraded offense versus what he's been facing recently. I checked out the lifetime numbers against this Phillies roster versus Sandy. 234 plate appearances. That is a massive sample size. We're getting a 300 batting average. Okay, so that's pretty good. I think that this is a good spot to back Alec today. If Bryce is back, there's a chance he moves down in the order a little bit, but we're not sure if Harper's actually going to be back in the lineup today. Bohm is pretty much hitting like exactly the same righties versus lefties. These numbers are all very close, and then the weighted runs created number is also very close. So he's hitting both righties and lefties pretty much equally. And then Sandy, he's actually giving up a little better to right-handed batters. So like 258 versus 261. Once again, pretty close down the line here. All these numbers check out. It's probably not the kind of split that's going to be a huge deal in this one. But, Sandy's throwing fastballs, sinkers, and changeups majority of the time here. So we're going to get, quarter amount of them are going to be fastballs. Bohm's doing pretty well against all these pitches, doing extremely well against the changeups. And then the curveball is probably the one pitch he's not hitting that well. So I think this is a good spot on paper to back these two. Like I said, I think it was like in the negative 130 range maybe when I parlayed these two together. So that's going to be your free hit parlay today. And then, yeah, I got a home run play for you guys over on Chalkboard Fantasy. Now, guys, I told you on Saturday, no one is paying out on DFS. Sometimes they pay even more than the books, or they're about the same as the books. No one pays better on DFS than Chalkboard Fantasy. I promise you guys, you cannot set a play like this on any of these other apps. You have to go get Chalkboard just for the home runs alone. And if you use the link below or promo code SBAA, which should load that, you're going to get a $100 freaking welcome bonus. And you're going to get an invite from me if you just text me proof, numbers down in the description, into one of my best ball leagues where you're going to have a chance to win 200 freaking bucks for free. And it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have several of those by the time we get a little closer to the season, once people get hyped about NFL. And it's going to be all guys from SBAA Nation community. So sign up. You're going to get a free square on top of that. I got a home run play I really like today for y'all. So I mentioned I like some lefties, okay, down in Tampa today. I like Aranda. Now, normally I don't bet a ton on home runs because they're hard to hit. I mean, these are total long shots. Just keep that in mind. But today I decided to put a little bit more money down because I just got a feeling about this one. Aranda is facing Zach Eflin today, his former teammate. And Eflin struggled against left-handed batters. So I just got a feeling that one of these lefties is going to be good today down there in Tampa Bay. We got I mentioned, if we look at the Steinbrenner field here, you got a 26% home run boost. The wind is blowing out to right. On top of that, if you look at the dimensions of this ballpark, you already have like a pretty short right field right here. So you can see how the wall comes out a little bit more on the left field side. So lefties are going to have a nice little spot today with the wind blowing out. I mean, it's 314 to the corner. This is a really good little spot right here. You're getting 11 mile per hour winds-ish. So that's going to add a little juice to the ball. Plus, it's going to be warm. So I think this is just a pretty good look here. If we come look at what ballpark pals, this is a site I use for research a lot of times. If we come look at some of their home run percentages on players, so they have your matchup column. So obviously a 10 would be the best here. And then like this is what their math and probability comes out to. This is what their odds are. And this is like what you're getting on the books. So a guy like Aranda today, you got about a 20% probability. And then there's his teammate, Brandon Lowe, coming in a little lower than that. But when you check it out, everything I just told you, this is a 9 out of 10 grade based on Effen's release points, the pitch arsenal, So yeah, it kind of checks out on paper too. I mean, this is a top 10 play today, according to Ballpark Pal. So I like that. And you can see there's quite a few A's batters up here against McCullers. And McCullers has been pitching pretty good. He's got some pretty good strikeout stuff. He's been in a little bit of a groove. I do think there's a chance he could hit his strikeout line. I think it was only like 5.5. But he's also in this minor league park. It wouldn't shock me if he struggled a little bit. This is a tough spot. Every pitcher that's come here has pretty much struggled in this tiny little stadium up in Sacramento. So the next guy we're going to take is actually going to be Brent Rooker. And when you pair these two together, you're getting 22x, guys. You ain't going to find that on any other DFS app, I promise you. So go take advantage. This is 45 bucks I put down to win a little over $1,000. And yeah, I like Rooker today. Ballpark Pal agrees. They think this is 27% probability. I like Otani a little bit too today. I have him in another play. Just throwing that out there for you guys. And let's take a look right here. So yeah, these no doubt on this knuckle curve. It's a crazy pitch to hit, but everything else checking out pretty good here. Sinker, we were lucky enough to get one of those. Rooker could easily take this yard. And then we have 3 plate appearances in the last 3 years. He's 2 for 3 with the double. So a double and a single. So the fact that we have a little bit of extra base hit power in the 3 plate appearances, that's a nice thing to see. We're at the small ballpark, like I mentioned. So yeah, that's going to be the free home run play today. Like I said, guys, these are long shots. I wouldn't recommend putting too much money down on these. Normally, I wouldn't even put down 45 bucks on something like this. But I got a feeling today about some home runs. I sent out a bunch of freaking home run plays on the VIP. We have 3 hit parlays. I gave you my top one for free. And then we have some other plays on DFS as well. And I'm probably not even done. I don't know. I woke up this morning feeling pretty good. Seeing that chalkboard play hit last night definitely got us right back on track from Saturday at UFC. Now, granted, I had a great time. So don't be fooled. Even though I lost money, it was still a very fun event, just a very fun experience. And I'm really looking forward to my New Orleans trip to see my first pay-per-view event, which is going to be UFC 318. So going to get hyped about that. That's about a month out. Yeah, literally like about 1 month from today. So, yep, that's all I got for you guys today. And let's freaking win some money. Let me know in the comments who you guys like to hit home run today. We got a pretty small slate, like I mentioned, but I got a feeling about the 2 ballparks that were on the screen here. I think it was Oakland or Sacramento, excuse me, and Steinbrenner Field. Yep, here you go. The smaller parks, the AAA park or the college park or whatever they're playing in up here, Sutter Health Park. These are just 2 smaller ballparks that pitchers have struggled in. So let's cash some slips, and I'll see you on the VIP, guys. Only 5 of those at that promo code. Make sure you sign up quickly. They will go very fast. So you can try the month or if you want to just check it out, come try for a week. And yeah, I'm going to have a ton of UFC plays. In fact, I might even be dropping some UFC plays. I see a lot of value on the board. Normally, I'm the kind of guy with book plays, especially. I like to see them on Fridays with the weigh-ins. But there's some times where you just know certain fights. By on Monday, you're going to get this odd. I might be able to get a parlay for even money right now. My 2 favorite fighters. And come Friday after the weigh-ins, it might be negative 200. Like no joke. That's how it goes sometimes with the UFC and odds. So it's like a fine mix. You got to find that balance where I really do like to see how they look on the scales and when they weigh in and stuff. So yeah, let's cash some slips. Talk to y'all soon. Peace.